Now we're going to learn how to use Dynamo for placing color or making an override over the elements with a clash detection. So we're going to use it from our XML file. So we have here the clash points, the one that we get, the short version. But this time we want the element IDs because we want to paint the element IDs. So I'm just going to select them all. Then I'm going to go for a new file. And I'm going to just save this one as ID clashes. So with that being placed, I have the ID clashes. I'm just going to close this one, close one. And then on the Revit file, I'm going to open Dynamo. So the general purpose here is to change the color of the elements that are participating in that list of clashes. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new script. As the one that we did previously, we need the Excel read from file. We need the file from path. We need the file path. Before anything happens, I'm just going to change these ones to manual so it doesn't get updated each single time I'm asking. And it's called hoja 1. So we get the sheet name. We browse that file, that it's the ID clashes. Then we run. We have here all the IDs, but since we have everything in one list, we need to make a flatten. With a flatten, we get just one single list. That's right. And then we need to use the package we're looking for. It's on search for package, and it's called BIM-KHE. It's actually archilab.net. Trying to get it. We'll go from sort downloads. We have here archilab.net of conrad.sobon@g. So with those nodes, what we want to find is one that it's called select element by ID. So we get here. And with that, we will have here some problems. It says it doesn't cast a system double to type Autodesk Revit element ID. That means that we're having a double variable because it's getting those values as numbers. So we need to have a Boolean. It says read as a string as a false. So we're going to connect here so it becomes true. And now what we get is something like this. We have the elements and we have the null values. So now we need to get rid of null. We can do it with the isNull function that it's from the object core. And the null function, what it does, it's when I connect the element objects, will tell me which ones are null and which ones are not. And then we can do a filter by bool mask. So we can get the list of elements, the bool mask, and the result will be the ones that are null and the ones that are not null. We have here the outs. So what is missing now is we need to write an override for those elements. So for doing an override, we need to get first the override graphic. The override graphics goes on Revit. View, it's actually on filter. Override graphic settings by properties. And we also need the override in view. So what this function does, it will override the elements on view with a certain kind of overrides. So we can ask here the overrides to be connected, and we can have the elements to be connected here. and the only thing that it's missing here is that we need to give them a color. So we can go from the core to get a color. We can get a color by alpha, red, green, and blue. So we want it to be completely red. We just get the red value. The color will go for the projection field pattern. Well, it will be projection field color actually instead of field pattern. And then for the field pattern, we want it to be solid. We have field patterns. The projection field pattern, we want it to be solid, so we need to pick it. And with that said, we can now run. And we check on our model, and all those elements that are clashing will now be red. In this case, we have just created an override for the clashes, but we can also do it by creating a parameter, a shared parameter, and changing the values. So with that purpose, the only thing that needs to change here on Dynamo is we need to get the set parameter by name. For example, we can use the comments or any other shared parameter we want. Comments like this. Parameter name. We have the element name, and then the value will be interferencia, or will be interference clash. With that clash being set, we just get the value, we run it, and now all those elements have on their comments value the clash property. So we just need to create a filter. Clash all, well, not all, but at least the one we want, that is the pipes, plumbing fixtures, pipe fittings, pipe accessories. That on comment says they are clash. We add that clash filter, we place it up, we want it to be green, for example, with a solid fill. So remember, because we did a manual override, we need to get the override off. So we need to select all those elements. Well, not the Revit link. Just hiding it. We need to get all those elements again back to the graphics. So we have graphic override by element. Just reset. All those which has clash will change its color to that.